Welcome to my video on interactive Python project. In this video, we will create a Python project for university management system. So to write program, we will use VS Code Studio editor to write our Python code. So first of all, you will create a folder like I have created this prog files folder inside drive D. Okay, then I will open it, and after it I will click here, and then I will type cmd to open command prompt. Okay, and then I have to open VS Code Studio. So here I will type code space dot. This is command to open VS Code Studio. So after it I will enter this enter key, and then you can see that our VS editor, VS Code editor is opened successfully. Now I have to create a new file. So I will click here, and after it you can see this is our folder prog files where we have to save our file. And now I have to create a new file. So I will click here, and then I will click here new file. Okay, and then I will give a name to my file. So here I will type university. Okay, and then .py. This is extension for Python. If you have to write code for Python, then you have to give this extension. Okay, then I will press enter key, and then you can see that here we can type our Python code. Okay, and now so I will close this welcome, and here first of all I have to declare a list. So I will declare list with name university. Okay, and this is empty list, and now I have to use while loop. So here I will define while and true. Okay, and after it I have to print some option or choices for users. So here I will use print function that is provided by Python by default, and after it I have to provide first option that enter with one add student. Okay, and after it I will print second choice. So here I will use again this print function. So I will print here option 2, and then with 2 we will search a specific user or student on the basis of his or her roll number. So here I will type search student. Okay, and on next line I will use this print function again to print third choice, and that is 3. So a user can update any specific record of student by pressing this 3. Okay, so here I will use update. Okay, update record, and then I will use this print function again, and then I will uh, give choice to remove the student from list. So here remove. Okay, remove student. This is our fourth option, and after it if user want to close the project, then we will print here last choice, that is 0 that or 5. Okay, we will use 5. If user enters 5, then he want to close the project or program, then here we will type close. Okay, so if user will enter 1, then he will add a student. If he enters 2, then he will search a student on the basis of roll number. And after it, if he or she enters 3, then he want to update the record of a student. And after it, if he want to enter or he enters 4, then he want to remove a specific student that will be searched on basis of his or her roll number. Okay, then after it if he enters 5, then he want to close the project. Okay, so these are options provided to our user. Then we have to get value from user. So here I will declare variable with name choice. Okay, you can use any other name. So this is choice variable, and now we have to get a value in integer. Okay, so first of all I have to call here int function. It is also provided by Python by default, and after it we have to use input. Okay, this input method is used to get value from user. Now I will print that enter choice. This message will be printed, and after it we will get a value from user. Then we will convert this value into integer, and after it we will assign this integer value to choice variable. Okay, so by default this input gets value in string type. Okay, but if we want to convert it into int, so we have to use this int function. Okay, and after it I have to print empty line. So here I will call this print function without any parameter, and after it I have to set conditions using if, that if choice is equal 1, it means that if user enters 1, okay, then he want to add student. So first we will print a function, that is print function, to print empty line. Okay, so this is without any parameter, and then we have to define a function, and after it we will call that function here. So I will call first and then I will define later. So here I have to call add std. Okay, add student, this is function name. So you can see that here is error because we have not defined still, that's why this is error is shown. And after it you can use elif, and after it elif, and now I have to compare choice with 2. If user enters 2, then he want to search a specific student. So first I will use print function to print empty line, and I want to print here empty line also. So after it, on next statement, here I have to call function, that is search std. Okay, to search a student, and after it I will print empty line again, and after it I will use again this elif, and after it I have to compare choice variable with 3. Okay, it means that if user enters 3, then he want to update a record of a student. So here I will print first this empty function. So this is without parameters to print empty line. Okay, and here I have to use this parenthesis, pair of parentheses, and after it I have to call here update. Okay, update rec or record. So this is function to update the record of a specific student. Okay, then I will use this print function again without any parameter, and after it I have to use again this elif. Okay, so if user want to remove a specific student, then he will use 4. Okay, or he will enter 4. So here I have to compare choice with 4. So when user will enter 4, then first we have to print empty line, and after it I have to call here function by name, so that should remove std. Okay, so this is function name that will remove a specific student, and after it I will print an empty line again. Okay, so these are 4 options, and we have to use here fifth option. So here I will use again elif, and then I have to compare this choice variable with 5. Okay, if user enters 5, then we have to terminate our while loop. So here I will first print empty line, and then I will print goodbye message. So here I will use again print, and here I will print a message goodbye. Okay, goodbye, and after it I will print empty line again, and after this empty line I will use break statement to terminate our while loop. Okay, so this process is completed. Now we have to handle invalid input. So here I will use else and then I will print empty line, and after it I will display error message by using this print function, and that is invalid. Okay, invalid input. This is error message that will be displayed when user enters any other value except the 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Okay, so then I will print empty line again. So here we have completed this process. Now we have just defined these three functions, sorry, four functions. First is add student, second is search student, third is update student, and fourth is remove student. Okay, so here on first line, I will define function using this def keyword that is used to define. Okay, so here we have to define a function. So first function is add std, and after it I have to use colon. Now you can see that our error is removed from this function where we were calling it. Okay, so you can see that here is still this error because we have not defined this search std option. When we will define it, then this error will remove. Okay, and then I have to write some code here, and after it, so first of all I have to get name or roll number of student. So here I have to declare variable that is std roll number. Okay, and I have to assign value to this std roll number, and that value will be gotten from user. So here I have to use input function to get value from user. Okay, so here I will print that enter roll number of student. Okay, and then we have to get roll number from user, and then we will assign this value to this std roll number variable. Okay, and now we have to get name of student. So here I will declare a variable std name, and then I will get value from user by using this input function, and here I will type enter name of student, and after it I will use colon and then a space. Now I have to get the subject of student. So here I will use std subject, okay, or sub, and then I have to use input function again to get value from user, and here I will print enter subject of student. Okay, of student, and here we will get subject of student, and then that value will be assigned to this std sub. Now we have to declare name of dictionary. So I will use here rec or record, and after it I have to set some keys to associate these values with those keys. Okay, then here I have to define a key that can any value. So I will type here roll number. You can use any other name instead of roll number, like rn, only, number, and other. And next I have to associate roll number to this roll number key. Okay, so that is std that contains roll numbers of students. Okay, and then I have to define another key for name. Okay, and now I have to associate std name variable that will contain names of students. So this is associated with name key. Okay, now I have to define another key that is sub. Okay, and now I have to associate subjects of student, sorry, std sub with this key. Okay, so now we have to insert all these values into our university list. So here I will use this university and then dot operator, and then I have to use this append function, and then I have to uh, pass here as a parameter this rect dictionary. Okay, and after it I have to print a success message that student added successfully. Okay, so here I will type that student added. Okay, sorry, student added successfully. So this message will be printed if student is inserted successfully into this list. Okay, so this message will be printed, and after it I want to print a dotted line by using this print function. So here I will use this hyphen sign to print a dotted line. Okay, and after it I have to define our second function, that is, so first I will use def keyword, and second was search std. Okay, search std or std search. I will see that what is name, so this is name, search std. I will copy it and then I will paste here, and this is name of function, and then I have to get a roll number from user, and then we have to compare that roll number that was gotten from user, that roll number with saved roll numbers of our list. Okay, so here I will get roll number from user. So here I will declare a variable roll number, and then I have to get roll number from user. So here I will use this input function to get value from user. So here I will print enter roll number for search. Okay, for search. So this message will be printed, and then we will get value from user, and then that value will be assigned to this variable. Okay, now I have to search this specific roll number. So here I have to use for loop. So this is for loop, and I have to declare a variable inside this for loop. This is I. You can use any other character name, or you can use also complete name of variable. Okay, and then I have to use this in keyword, and then name of our list. Okay, university. So in this way, this I will be initialized. Okay, if size of university is 10, then this I will be initialized with 10. Then our for loop will be executed 10 times. Okay, but it can terminate if we want to use terminate it by using break statement. Okay, so I will declare a flag that is found. Okay, and we will set it false. This is false first time, and after it I have to use if condition. By using this if condition, we will try to match our roll number with our saved roll numbers. Okay, so here I have to check condition that if ro roll number with I, and I have to use name of key that was associated with roll numbers. So here I will use roll number key. Okay, so in first iteration value of I is 0. Okay, so value of first index is also 0. So in first iteration this roll number will be compared with first index. Okay, so in this way our value, that is roll number, and this is gotten from user. Okay, it will be compared with every index of roll numbers. Okay, so if it will match with first index, then we have to terminate our loop by using our break statement. Otherwise it will execute second time, and then value of I will be 2 sorry 1, and 1 is second index, so it will try to compare with second index of roll numbers. Okay, if it matches, then it will display all information of student. Otherwise it will execute third time, and so on. Okay, so if roll number is equal, we are using here I to compare with indexes of our list. Okay, and then we have to compare with roll number. That's why we are using roll number key here. Okay, and after it matches successfully, then we will set this is font flag true. So here I will set it true, and after it I have to display information of this specific student. So here I will use this print function to print information of student. So here I will type name of student is, and then I will use here this index number. Okay, so index number is I, then key that is associated with names. Okay, so here I will use name key, and after it on next line I have to print subject of that student. So here I will print that subject of student is, and then we will use here this I again to display same index, and then I will use here sub key. Okay, that is associated with subjects of our student. So this information will be displayed, and here I want to separate it uh, with other output. So here I will use this print function, and then I will use here this hyphen to create or print a dotted line, and after it on next line I will use this print function again, and here I will print again a dotted line by using this hyphen. Okay, so in this way we are able to display information of student. Okay, and if it does not match with any index, then what will happen? Then we have to display or print a message that student not found. So here I will use if, and this if is outside the for loop. Okay, so this is for loop, and in the same column this is if condition. Okay, so it means that this if is out of the body of this for loop. Okay, so here I have to check that is found variable is false or true. So here I will set condition that if found is equal false. Okay, so if is found is still false, then it means that this student was not found at any index of list. So here I will print empty line first, and then I will print a message by using this print function, and message is that student not found. Okay, this message will be printed if all iterations of for loop are completed and still is found is false. Okay, then this message will be printed that student not found, and after it we will print empty line again. Okay, so this process is also completed. So this was search std function. Now we have to define our third function, that is update student. So here I want to see name of our third function, that is update record. Okay, so here I will use def keyword to define function, and that was update record. Okay, and after it I will use colon. Now I have to write code. So first of all I have to get roll number of student, then we have to use for loop to search a specific student that will match this roll number. Okay, and then we have to update information, like we want to update the subject of student. Okay, then so all this process will be repeated. So I will copy it to save your time. Okay, and then I will paste it. So I will copy it, and then I will paste it inside this function, that is update record. Okay, so here I will paste it. Now you can see that inside this update record function we are getting roll number from user, and this is to update. So here I will replace it with update. Okay, first was for search, and this is for update. Okay, and other process will remain same, just we have to modify this code. Okay, so here I will remove it. Now I have to update uh, subject of student. You can update name of student, you can update age of student, but in our case I have to update the subject of user student. Okay, so here I will get subject of student from user. So here I will declare a variable new sub. Then we will assign value that is gotten from user. So here I will use input method, and then I will print that enter new subject. Okay, so this message will be printed, and then we will get new subject from user. And now we have to update existing subject with this new subject. So here I have to update it. So I will use I, and then I have to use key that is associated with subjects of student, and that is sub. Okay, now I have to associate new subject with this key. Okay, so and this is new sub that is associated with this sub key. Okay, now I have to print that you have updated subject successfully. So here I have to use print function, and after it I have to print a string that, sorry, uh, so here what is problem. So here I have to print that your subject is replaced with. Okay, and here we have to display a new subject that is updated or replaced. Okay, now here I have to use sorry, comma, and then I. Okay, and now I have to use uh, here sub, that is key, and this key is associated with subjects of student. So here I have to use this sub key. Okay, so in this way we will able to print our new subject here. Okay, so after it this dotted line will be printed, and now I have to break this for loop. Okay, so here I have to use this break statement, and in previous function, that is search student function, here. So here I did not used this break statement. So here I have to use this break statement. Okay. So now this update record function is completed. So this is same process that we are getting roll number from user, and then we are setting here a flag, and then we are using here for loop to search a specific student. Okay, and then we are trying to compare this roll number with our indexes. If it matches successfully, then we will set this if font flag true, and then we will get here new subject from user, and then we will replace it with existing subject of student. Okay, then we have to print this string that your subject is replaced with. Now I am using here this I, same index that was compared in this if condition. Okay, and after it I am using this sub key that is associated with subjects of student. In this way we will display here our new subject. Okay, and if it does not match with any index of our list, then this message will be printed that student not found. Okay, and this function is also completed. Now I have to define third function, sorry, fourth function. This was third, and I have to define here our fourth function that was remove student. So here I will use define keyword again, and now name of function that was remove std. Okay, and after it I will use column, and now I have to get uh, the roll number from user. Then I have to use for loop to search roll number, and then I have to use if condition. So this is the same process that we have declared here. Okay, so I will copy it, and after it I will paste it. Now I have pasted it inside this removed std. Okay, so now we are getting roll number first, and then we are trying to search a specific student, and then we will compare it with our indexes, and after it we have to remove the student. So here I have to remove this code from here, and after it I have to use remove function. Okay, so here I will use university, that is name of list, and then I will use dot operator, and then I will call this remove function. Okay, that is provided by Python. And now what value you want to remove, that is index I. Okay, so if it is comparing in index 2, then this is index 2, that is removing from list. Okay, so here I will replace it with remove. Okay, remove, and because we are getting value to remove a specific student from our list. Okay, and then I will remove this code also, and I will print a message that student is removed. Okay, so here I will print student removed. Okay, sorry, removed. And after it I am trying to print dotted line, and then I will use break statement. Okay, if it match, then this process will be executed, otherwise this message will be printed that student not found. Okay, now our remove std function is also completed. Now I have to test our project. Now I will save it with control plus S, and now I have to execute my project. So I will select this option, run Python file in dedicated terminal. Okay, and now you can see that it is executed successfully. Now I will enter 1 to add student. So here I will enter John. This is name of, sorry, first of all I have to enter roll number of student. So here I will enter AB101. Okay, and then I will enter name of student, that can John, you can enter any other name, and then I have to enter subject of this student, that is English. Okay, and after it I will press enter key from my keyboard, and now you can see that this student is added successfully. Now I have to add a second student. So here I will enter one again, and now I have to enter here roll number. Okay, so I will enter XY and then 202, and now I will enter name of student David, and then I will enter subject of student, that is math. Okay, so I will press enter key, and now you can see that student added successfully. Okay, so in this way we have added two students in our university list. Okay, now I have to search a specific student on the basis of his or her roll number. So here I will enter 2, and now I have to enter roll number of student to search, and then I will enter uh, AB101. Okay, and now after entering this enter key, you can see that this is our output. So this is information of student, that name of student is John and subject of student is English. Okay, so what will happen if I will enter 3? So here I will enter 3. So here is a mistake, no problem, you can set it. Okay, now I will enter 3 to update a record of a student. So after it I have to enter roll number of student. So I want to update or remove or replace subject of second student. Okay, so here I will enter XY202. So I have to assign a new subject. So I will assign here computer. Okay, and now you will see that this is string, that your subject is replaced with computer. So math is replaced with computer. Okay, so we will confirm it again to enter search, and then I will enter roll number of student, that is XY202, and after it you can see that no subject of student is computer. First was student, sorry, math, and now this is computer. Okay, now I have to remove a student from list. So here I will enter 4 to remove a student. Now I have to remove our first student from our university list. So here I will type roll number AB 101. Then I will press enter key, and now you can see that student removed. Okay, now our first student is removed from our list. Now you can confirm. So here I will enter 2, and then I have to enter roll number AB101. Okay, then what will happen if I will enter uh, this enter key, and now you can see that student not found because this roll number does not exist in our list now. Okay, so after it I have to enter invalid input. So here I will enter 6. So what will happen? You can see that this message is printed that invalid input. Okay, now I have to close the project. So I will enter 5, and then I will press enter key. Now you can see that this is goodbye message that is printed, and now we are out of our project. So this is all about university management system using Python. I hope this video will be very helpful for you. If you like this video, please share with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.